Hey guys, what's up? Sorry I look like a mess, but just really felt like I have to make this video and be as true and real and raw as possible. So this is me, and I appreciate it if you guys watch to the end of the video. Last September, October, I was going through something, and 6 months prior to that, I had gotten out of my first kind of real relationship, and it really derailed me emotionally because it came so quickly, and it was so fast, and it was my first kind of real relationship, you know. Long story short, it was just very toxic and bad, and it took me a while to get over it, even though it was so short. And so I kind of went into hibernation, where I shut off all guys. Come September, October time, I think I had felt that I was ready to get back into the dating pool, seeing guys, and I had never before in my life ever hooked up with anyone. And so I met this guy, and we started hooking up, and it was cool at first, but it was very weird because he kept resisting the feelings that he said he had. We would hang out, and then the next day he would text me, and we would text all day, all week, continued on for weeks, and we started hanging out. And you know, I really didn't define what it was, but quickly I started noticing myself starting to feel really bad about myself, and in a way that I, you know, had not felt before, even in the previous relationship that was toxic for me. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I started noticing this pattern of him pulling me in just enough, but not wanting me at all. Saying that he was interested in me more than a friend, but then I would see messages on his phone when I was with him of other guys. But I'd asked him, what do you think about me? But basically he said I was someone he was interested in. And then continued to tell me how I was a horrible person, and that he couldn't be in a relationship with someone like me because I was too crazy and I was too clingy, and that he was interested in me but not enough to be exclusive with me. So basically he wanted to use me but not be there emotionally. I was just kind of the thing at the time, and I tried to wait it out, but it kept eating me and eating me alive. And I would go through these patterns of, I completely stopped talking to him for 2 weeks, and then he sucked me back in, and the same thing happened 3 or 4 times, to the point where I felt like nothing. I felt hopeless. I felt like, why are you playing games with me? Like, that's not fair to me. That's not fair to others. And all I needed was a simple, like, definition, but he kept pretending that he liked me and he wanted something more than what we had. And then would turn around and bash me and say that I was, oh no, you shouldn't cry. Don't cry about me. Don't waste your tears on me. Fuckboy responses. And it hurt, and it made me feel like I didn't deserve anyone. That I didn't deserve to be exclusively one person. And it hurt. And it hurt a lot. And I started talking with my friends, and they were all telling me that from the beginning that he was bad and that he shouldn't I've done that, and that it was emotional abuse and all this reeling in. Then they told me to forget him, but I couldn't forget about him because I cared about him in a way that he never felt for me, because he couldn't deal with anything else. And I don't fault anyone for feeling that way or acting that way. You just gotta be clear. If you don't even know what you are feeling, or you're ignoring your feelings while hurting someone else in the process, it's not fair to someone, especially when they tell you that they care about you. The reason why I'm sharing this story is because it hit me so hard in the heart, in the gut, to the point where I didn't know if I ever was going to be able to date again. And it created this pattern of I needed another 6 months before I even felt like I was going to find someone that treated me right. And this fucked up hookup and no feelings culture, and letting your past bad relationships or things that have happened to you cause you to treat the people that are in your life currently like shit, that's not cool. That's not right. It's not fair to people emotionally. It's fucked up. And I said, you know what? Everyone has felt this way before, to the point where maybe we felt fucking crazy. Maybe we closed ourselves off. Maybe we closed ourselves off to intimacy. And instead of thinking about the past and letting the past affect our future relationships and those things that got us so fucked up that we think we're not allowed to have a real, tangible thing, that's fucked up. And that's not true. And we can live in the moment. So I threw all that shit and feelings and horrible things into a concoction. I stirred it up and I said, you know what? I'm done living in the past, and I'm done trying to figure out where I'm gonna go in the future. I just want to be here. I want to be present. I want to be in the moment, and I want to tell a story about this fucked up guy that got me so emotionally messed up. And I want to tell a story about my girlfriends that have had horrible guys that have cheated on them. And all these feelings of thinking of how people make us feel. And instead, gonna live in the moment. And that's why I want to introduce you to the most personal, the most real, the most raw story as told by my friends. Living in the moment. It's coming right here on YouTube for free, May 15th, and I hope that what you guys take from this is fuck the past and fuck what people said about you or how they made you feel and how they got inside your head and caused you to shut out everything in your world. Fuck that. You deserve happiness. I deserve happiness. We all deserve happiness. Finding ourselves comes by living in the moment. Let's live in the moment. This is living in the moment. Coming May 15th. Thank you guys for letting me share my story.